Let's go. What's going on, traders? It's gonna do a recap of a trade I took on Friday. This was regarding Nasdaq. What I started off with, always make sure that we know what's happening macro-wise. So, news on the 5th of September, there was USD news dropping at around 3:56 my time. So, I want to make sure that that if you have any kind of open positions during that time, be wary that news can happen. Anything with a USD pair, USD JPY, Euro USD, gold, and especially stocks, indices, S&P 500, Nasdaq, they're all going to be impacted by USD news. From there, I am in my TradingView account. I am in the weekly. Always want to make sure that we are mindful of what's happening on the higher time frame. On the weekly, we are showing very strong bullish structure. Okay, we are also seeing a break of structure, breaking above this higher high here. This here is a higher high. We go all the way across it onto this blue candle, this big blue one here. It broke above this higher high and closed above it. That's a strong indicator that it is bullish. Okay, weekly bullish. Drop to the daily. Take a look at what's happening on the daily chart. Already did some markup on here. We are seeing definitely market structure forming higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, so daily bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish. We drop down to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, we are looking at what looks like a consolidation, right? So what I mean by that, we need to know what our lows and highs are, or swing low, swing high. Okay, that's your swing low. If you don't know what a swing low is, go back and review it on babypips.com. Those of you who are in my group, we recommend you do the Baby Pips Trading It Forex Education. Number 1, it's free. Number 2, it'll give you a good information on how basic patterns are, or basic information. So as we're looking at these swing low, swing high, or also called a higher low, higher high. So this whole price action in this rectangle, okay, is all bullish. Okay, from here to here and all the way across. This is what's called internal structure. On the 4-hour time frame, that means a lot. On the 4-hour structure, it's consolidating, so there is no definitive breaks of structure. Okay, so it's still in a bullish movement. Okay, so why did I take this trade? Number 1, I go by few rules as I take a trade. I first make sure that I follow what's called a cheat code system created by Vinnie. To me, the best trading system out there, the most reliable. I've been with Vinnie for over 3 years now, and to me, his system is the most complete that I've found. Number one, he has what's called the HPS scanner. So these table here, all the pairs of Forex, and also there's indices pair. Anytime that these turn green, it's a buy. They turn red, it's a sell. On Friday, I was showing a red NASDAQ sell. Okay, so that's my first thing I look at. So that's a possible trade. Then I go into the cheat code. The cheat code at that time printed a CC sell. Okay, a CC sell is giving you a heads up that market and price will start to head down. Okay, do I take a sell exactly when the CC sell pops up? No, I wait. Okay, I wait for two things. When you look at Vinnies cheat code system, there's many things going on. There's this blue dotted line at the bottom. There's this red dotted line at the top. These are considered Bollinger Bands. If you don't know what a Bollinger Band is, you can go ahead and go to bbpips.com and find out what it is. It's important to know what that is. It indicates where price will most likely follow, and whenever price goes below this dotted blue line, below the Bollinger Band, it's called an extreme in the market. So Vinny likes to call it extreme in the market, and that's where we want to be in position to take a trade. When it's above the Bollinger Band, we want to make sure we take a trade to sell. Okay, so also looking at this, there's also these moving average lines in here. So the first moving average line is this right here. So this blue line goes all the way up. Okay, so that's called a 47 Hall moving average. Okay, so that's kind of like a short-term trend short-term trend indicator, you can call it, but it's just telling you that that's where price is kind of moving right now. There's another moving average. This one here is green, yellow, blue. So this is kind of more of like a higher time moving average. When price is below this, you want to make sure you're in a sell. When price is above this, you want to make sure you're in a buy. Okay, so that's two things on here that also gives extra confluence of the trade, so you can understand what's happening. Okay, so code is okay. You cannot expect to just pop the cheat code on and then just take a sell based on the CC sell. There's other things that you want to take. You also want to be considerate of. When I took this sell, first thing was I had an HPS sell on NASDAQ. There was a CC sell on the cheat code, and price also was at Vinnies cheat code resistance levels. Okay, H1, D for daily, H4. So these are support and resistance levels. So if there's a CC sell between H4 here and H1, I won't take it. Sell at H1, I will take that trade. And I do not like to take market orders. I like to use a lot of pending orders. So what I did, how I profited from this trade is I set a limit order at this H1 at 23.84.91. So I set a limit order here. So I just let it go, and if price wicks into it, it's fine. If it's not, no loss. All right, so that's my trade. What else can I say? Oh, also with the cheat code, he also has trend indicators. Okay, so his trend indicators are these lines of flashing. Red and blue is the higher time frame trend. The dotted line here, I don't know if you can see it. These are kind of like the lower time frame trend. Okay, so in the lower time frame trend, it is consolidating, as we can already see by looking at this rectangle. It's consolidating. Okay, so that is in a nutshell the cheat code. You cannot rely on an indicator to understand what's happening in a market. Okay, it will help you to refine your understanding, but you need to understand market structure. Okay, so I took out the indicator. Okay, and I know that this here is in a consolidation phase. It's not trending up, it's not trending down. Actually, we are still in a bullish phase. Okay, and why do I say that? Because if we go back to the daily, okay, price is still going up. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So it's bullish. Okay, so our bias is bullish. On the weekly, it's even more bullish. On the 4-hour, it may look like it's consolidating or even bearish, okay, but it's not. Why I say that? Because it did not break the swing high and swing low. So all of this, like I told you earlier, is all internal structure. So what I'm looking to trade is not the impulse. I'm trying to trade the correction. Okay, so remember from before, the other videos I dropped. Okay, the market goes here as a impulse. Okay, sorry, the market does this. It impulses, right, the trend, and then it corrects. Okay, that's a counter trend, and then impulses again to follow the trend. Okay, so what we're trading is this move right here. Okay, and this is right here. This is what we're trading. Okay, so we need to know that. All right, so you're not going to be stuck in this trade for a long time. We want to make sure that we get in and take our profit and get out. All right, so that is how I took this trade. Okay, if you want to go down to the lower time frame, the hour, and you want to make a better confirmation of the trade, I don't do this, but some people have been asking me, like, oh, when do I get into the trade? You can look for a break and retest. You can look for a break. You can look for a bearish engulfing, right? So this one here, if you're on the 1 hour and you take a waiting for a bearish engulfing, you're not going to get it. You probably have to drop down to the lower time frame and then see if you can find it, right? So this is the 15-minute on the same trade. So you could have come in here and taken this trade right here. I mean, this, you could look at this candle right here, right? That's kind of a bearish engulfing because it engulfs all these other ones here. And then you could have entered here, which is 23,739, and then write it all the way down. Okay, I didn't do that. Okay, people like to ask me, like, how did I get into the trade? Like I said, I do a lot of limit and pending orders, and that's one of my things I like to do. So the results of it on my trade is pretty good profit. And let me go and pull that up here so you guys can see. And oops, let me make this smaller. Alright, so on that one NASDAQ trade, it was pretty good, 1,300. Overall trade for the day was 2,041. Okay, so that was a profit. And this is what I saw on the day I saw the trade. Sell, HPS counter, CC sell, place my pending order. That's how I use the Vinnies cheat code. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something new. The cheat code, click on the link below in the description box, and you'll be able to profit the markets and with confidence. Thank you for watching. You have a great week. Keep trading.